Organisms normally require sugar and oxygen to continue their normal daily physiological activities. It's a main source of nutrients to drive the cells to work, producing energy derived from the sugar that they absorb as nutrients from the environment. If we look at the formula for the cellular respiration, we have 1 mole of glucose, which is a sugar molecule, and 6 moles of oxygen as reactants. Then, the products would be 6 moles of carbon dioxide, 6 moles of water, and adenosine triphosphate, in which the ATP would serve as a storage of energy for later use. The oxygen serves as a final electron acceptor for the cellular respiration. In some cases, there are instances that oxygen is not present, which a cell may produce an energy storage molecule called adenosine triphosphate or ATP, but it's not as much as a cell with oxygen present. In this lesson, we would talk about an alternative biochemical pathway of producing ATP in a process called fermentation. Fermentation is a biochemical process that generates energy in a form of ATP without the need of oxygen. This process can be observed in many species of unicellular organisms belonging in bacteria, archaea, and eukarya. It can also be observed in multicellular organisms, which are commonly found in muscle cells of humans and some other animals. As cells absorb glucose for nutrients, it was broken down into two pyruvates through the process of glycolysis that are ready for the next chemical pathway. This is the part where it will produce two net molecules of adenosine triphosphate because the process of glycolysis does not need oxygen, thus producing energy storage molecules in oxygen-lacking environment. Normally, it would undergo pyruvate oxidation due to the presence of oxygen. In this case, if the oxygen is absent, instead of proceeding to the mitochondria for the oxidation process to occur, it will undergo with the recycling process of redox reaction of NAD+. The NAD+ molecule serves as the electron acceptor during the breakdown of glucose. There are two types of fermentation, the lactic acid fermentation and the alcohol fermentation. Each type starts with a molecule called pyruvate produced by the glycolysis. Let's begin with lactic acid fermentation. This can be done by animal muscle cells and some other types of bacteria that regenerates NAD+. It produces energy stored molecule called ATP with a byproduct of lactic acids. It occurs in some groups of bacteria and animal cells like the muscle cells. After pyruvate is produced by glycolysis, it will receive two electrons provided by the NADH, which the NADH will be oxidized into NAD+. The pyruvate molecule will be reduced into lactic acid. This process was facilitated by the enzyme called lactate dehydrogenase or LDH. When we are doing intense workouts, the buildup of lactic acid occurs in muscle cells due to the lack of oxygen supplied. It is thought to be the cause of muscle soreness. However, the lactic acid is carried by the bloodstream to the liver to be converted back to pyruvate and oxidized. Moreover, yogurt and cheese producers utilize lactic acid producing bacteria to make the products as well as turning soybeans into soy sauce and cabbage into sauerkraut. For the next type of fermentation is the alcohol fermentation. This type of fermentation is also known as ethanol fermentation. Alcohol fermentation is a metabolic process of converting polysaccharides or sugars into energy with a byproduct of ethanol and carbon dioxide. It is commonly observed among the yeast species Saccharomyces cerevisiae, or also known as brewer's yeast. The process begins with decarboxylation of the pyruvate, producing acetaldehyde and carbon dioxide. This is facilitated by pyruvate decarboxylase. Similar to the lactic acid fermentation, the recycling of NADH/NAD+ takes place. The acetaldehyde will reduce by receiving 2 electrons from the NADH, facilitated by the enzyme alcohol dehydrogenase, a molecule that does the same function with lactic dehydrogenase in lactic acid fermentation. Once received, the acetaldehyde converts into ethanol. This process is commonly used in the production of alcohols, wines, and baking yeast. During the process of bread making, the yeast recycles their NADH back to the NAD+, while converting the pyruvate into carbon dioxide and ethanol. The carbon dioxide molecule is trapped into air bubbles that causes the dough to rise, where small air pockets can be observed when it's baked from the oven. Meanwhile, in brewing alcohols and wines, carbon dioxide can also be observed through air bubbles. To summarize, the energy-producing stage occurs during glycolysis. In normal conditions where oxygen is present, the electrons will proceed to the electron transport chain, and the oxygen molecule serves as the final electron acceptor. However, when it is absent, the electrons will be transferred back to pyruvate to regenerate NAD+ molecules, converting pyruvate into lactic acid or alcohol.